Hello everyone, it is Unforce and welcome back to another episode of Boom Beach. In this video I'm going to talk about my experience above 1,000 victory points inside of the game. And I think it's pretty interesting of a topic because not a lot of you guys out there are actually on this level. And I'm gonna tell you guys straight up, the game is turning a 180 on you the moment you reach about 1,000 victory points. I have been meaning to make this video at like 900 victory points, but I kind of felt that the game was sort of the same at that level as it was at like 600, 700 victory points. Of course, bases are going to be easier, but at this point, 1,000 victory points, the people that I'm encountering are literally causing me stress. We'll dive into that a little bit later. I'm gonna categorize this in several types of categories, and we're just gonna jump from place to place here and there, but this is unscripted, so I honestly don't got a set guideline or a set script on how I'm gonna be doing this. It's just honestly off the fly talking about what's going on. I'll try to keep this video within the 15-minute mark or something like that. So let's start off with the base, because I think the base plays a very important role when it comes down to this victory point pushing that I'm doing right now. So as you can see, I am currently at 1,073 victory points. I am almost at the general rank, and I've been doing relatively well. I expect to reach the general rank in like a day or two, and then I'm actually going to be able to get some more rewards. The rewards are going to be relatively the same. I honestly just really care for the shards, and that is a cool thing since this update. Every single day from the supply chest over here, which I might be able to demonstrate, I'm always getting 8 shards. Always. Like, I haven't seen any situations where I didn't get 8 shards from a supply chest. And the same thing with the daily reward, you know, the boat that rose into your base at the beginning of the day at 6 AM, and that's really cool. Like, that is something that's very helpful, and that allowed me to actually get rid of my power stone chance 74%. Right here in its full glory, a troop damage 13% guardian, and this thing has been helping me out quite significantly. So, let's talk about statues. What I'm currently running with is a permanently boosted up building health masterpiece. Alongside with that, I have a 35% building defensive building damage and 2 guardians, of which I am not happy with this one. I honestly wish that this damage statue would be a health statue. So I'm looking to get rid of this one as soon as I find like a 12% building health. So that's definitely in the works, because I feel that's gonna help me out. Currently, because I am boosted up, I'm able to defend about 60% of the time whenever someone attacks me. So over here, this guy tried it unboosted, unfortunately didn't work out. Thank you for the diamonds and the intel, by the way, it's really appreciated. And then this guy completely boosted up, obliterated my base. Same thing with this guy, actually using all Zuka. And with that, is actually pretty impressive. Gotta give him some props for the way he took me down. Let's actually go 4 times the speed to get a little idea on how he attacks me. It's actually quite impressive. First 2 times the speed here. He throws a barrages over here in the center to get rid of the machine gun and the flamethrower, and then gets rid of those mines. And basically what he's doing is he's making sure that his Zukas stay in the smoke, makes his way in front of the headquarters, make sure that the Zukas are outside of range of the middle rocket launcher, and he drops some really smart critters there in the center, so he's able to take me out that way. I may have to change up my base, but, you know, not right now. I'm actually quite, you know, happy with the way the base is performing. For instance, Hammerman, I have no issue whatsoever with prototype modules. In fact, if I take a look at my weapon lab, I actually have an increase of complex gears, of power rods, of critical fuses, and field capacitors since I started this push. So if I'm cleaning up my bases, and if I'm taking out Colonel Giard with the prototype modules that I need, I will always be in the plus. Even though it's bare minimum, I'm already able to buy another one. So I always have a shock blaster and a shield generator up on my map, because I also find these parts during Dr. T or during my base takedowns. Considering the fact that I'm always cleaning up my map, my chances is obviously going to be higher for me to find these prototype modules, and as a result I'm able to build these prototype defenses inside of my base. Always running with a shock blaster and a shield generator, that is the best combo in the game. No argue with that. A damage amplifier is really nice, but it doesn't really significantly help you with your trophy pushing that much. So I'm pretty excited about this, right? Then, what else is there to talk about? Defensive log. Once again, I'm gonna show you guys a little bit of the defensive log over here, I guess. So we don't really get attacked a whole lot, because people at this victory point range, either they attack you and take you down, or they just don't bother. And I actually really like these statistics that I'm seeing here. Even though I got taken down 2 times yesterday, it is only 2 times. That means that I'm losing 1 victory point in that period. And there's 14 people actually scouting me, so that means that 12 people just simply did not bother. And that is making me very happy as a player. You see, the way I am doing this is I can go 2 ways with this victory point push. But you have to take into consideration that I am in a race with Bootramp. And considering that I'm doing this race, I sort of have to have these ice statues in order to maintain my victory point medals. That is honestly just the key. If you are in my position where you are pushing for victory points, my advice would be like this guy. I'm gonna show you guys a really cool guy. His name is Hajun. 24. He used to be rank 9 after he was done with his push, and right now he is sort of maintaining his rank with only regular statues. I'll actually link his channel in the video description down below. I learned quite a few things from him. Actually really great. He's way better than I am, so definitely check him out for expert stuff. But yeah, I just really like that he's running with fully offensive. It is definitely possible to make your way up there. I'm gonna show you guys another example of a really amazing player, and he's a part of my task force. You see, a lot of you guys out there say that Power Stone chance does not matter. It actually does. I'm gonna show you guys. So, the guy is currently preparing for a top rank 1 push, and his name is ASUS. Now, he currently has 934 victory points. 934 victory points is an area where you already get attacked on a regular, consistent basis. Now, in order for you to maintain your victory points, you really gotta be attacking a whole lot in order to make your way up there. But it gets very interesting when we take a look at his base. So, ASUS is running with 7 Power Stone chance statues. 7. 74, 32, 27. That is crazy. I don't know, you guys can do your calculations, I just showed them to you guys. It is insane. He's running a resource reward over here, a 49, because he's not maxed out even inside of the game. And on top of that, he's running a gunboat 41%, and somewhere around here, we're gonna be finding... Ooh, I cannot find it. Where is it? Where's that thing? Yeah, a troop damage 28%. So he's literally running with 2 statues. Now, I think he's boosting up during his attacks on the, like, little bit tougher bases, but he's preserving his power powder as much as he can, and he's doing a great job running with 2 damage amplifiers. Level 1. So yeah, that is how he's doing it. I think it's amazing. I think I'm gonna try it as well the moment I'm done with this push. It will be a while before I'm done, obviously, but you know, I've been doing really well. When it comes down to my power powder, I actually have more than what I started up with, and that is because of the conversion. I'm actually losing power powder slowly over time, but I still have quite a bit to keep me on going. So I've been doing relatively well. Also, I am boosted up. I'm getting ready to clean up my map. So that brings me to my next points. What are my struggles in this trophy pushing? Well, gold. Gold for one is the biggest issue. I have everything else pretty much maxed out at any given point, but gold is the biggest issue. If I fail an attack, then it's gonna be bad. I mean, I need to, if I want the full troop loadout, it's gonna cost me like 400,000 gold in order to get all troops back again. 400,000 gold for RZM. For Hookah it's even more expensive. GTMR is even more expensive. I'm not sure of the prices, but at least 400,000 gold if I fail an attack. Now, as you guys can do the calculations over here, that means I can do 6 attacks and fill all of them, and then I cannot attack anymore. That means there is not much room for error on my part over here, and as you guys can see, sometimes actually failing. So that kind of sucks. I'm failing, and it costs me a lot of gold to do that. So gold is a big issue at this victory point area. Also, the way I'm playing the game, I need diamonds. I need a lot of diamonds in order to keep my troops up running, because I honestly because I'm making videos at the side and I also have like other stuff to do, I don't have the time to sit and play Boom Beach all day. I'm trying as much as I can, even to the point where the red clock starts to appear next to the diamonds every single day. That means you've been online for 4 hours, I think. But still, regardless of that, I just wish I could like play Boom Beach for 8 hours, like get online a little bit more than I am. But because considering that I'm editing videos and doing other stuff as well, I just simply cannot do that. So because of that, I'm needing my diamonds to sometimes instant finish troops, and that way I can actually clean up my map. But I am trying as much as I can to come online and actually get stuff done. As a result of that, I do need some diamonds. Now, if you guys want to help supporting me in any way, shape or form, there's going to be 3 links in the video description down below. You can choose not to do this, but I'm just throwing it out there. If you want to help contribute in any way, shape or form, just check out those links, download the apps, and they're basically credit earning websites or apps where you play an app, and if you play the app for like 30 seconds to a minute, you're gonna be getting some credits. And because you get those credits and you use my referral code in the description, it means I'm getting referral points for you registering with my code, and in return I'm able to buy these gift cards that I'm using inside of the game. It goes without saying that a lot of my own money goes into this project of mine. Like, to this month, I've already invested over $100 just on this game, just to get diamonds to instant finish my troops. So it's pretty expensive to do a series like this, and that's why I've been holding off for such a long to do that. In my calculations, every single month I need at least $200 worth of diamonds in order to instant finish during live streams, and just in general for me in order to maintain what I'm doing right now. I'm assuming Bootramp spends even more because he has less wait time than free time than I have. So yeah, it's actually, you know, I just want to be real with you guys on this. Like, I'm not begging for you guys, I just want to tell you my experience. And I'm not asking for sympathy, I'm not asking you for anything. But if you would like to support me, just check out those apps. It will literally take you like 5 minutes of your time. And you could even do it probably if you're having a PC and watching this video on your tablet. But yeah, that's the last time I'm gonna say it, because I haven't been saying it, and I just kind of thought it was fitting for this experience. So what else is there? Resource bases. Well, I'm not touching resource bases. Resource bases honestly are there to take them all together in one go, in one final sweep the moment I am close to top 50, so that way I can actually grab top 50 and then hopefully win. So that's where these are for. The resource bases are actually ridiculously easy, so you can always take them down with the warrior attack strategy. There's no questions asked. They're just simply not that interesting or that hard at all. So yeah, there is that. What else is there to talk about? Task force operations. Task force operations are great. Task force operations provide me with gold, a lot of gold. In about 60% of the cases, actually, you will be getting gold from a daily operation. And that's really interesting because right now, considering that we're doing Operation Dead End, Massive Attack and Deep Cut on a consistent basis, I'm getting at least 2 million gold to build up my troops again. Of course, I have to sacrifice an attack and actually attack during the task force operation, and it's very often, I think every single day now, that whenever I'm boosted up, I have to instant finish my troops, so that way I can actually attack during my full boost, because that's what I've been doing. I think that's nice towards my task force members as well. So yeah, that is another thing. So what about the bases that we're encountering? Well, the bases that we're encountering during our push is actually, I'm already at the 50-minute mark, like 5 minutes and then I'm done. The bases that I'm encountering during this push are pretty stressful, annoying, boosted up, and if you don't plan things out nicely, you're gonna die. It's that simple. Let's go ahead and get a couple of examples of the bases that we're facing. I'm scouting every single base on there, And the way I mark them with R is RZM. If I have a W over here, it means warriors. If I have a H over here, it means hookah. If I have a D on there, it means delete, refresh, because I'm not going to be able to take this guy down because he's too boosted up. I had 2 scenarios of that with a guy boosted up his base for 130% and 110%, and there were really good bases at the same time as well. It's not going to be able to take this guy out. Every single base, well, 90% of the bases that I'm encountering is having a shield generator level 3, and on top of that has a shock blast level 3, and most of the time they also have like some sort of an ice statue booster. Well, you can already see it over here, plus 15,500 on top of his health, and then also damage per second. So that means this guy probably has a boosted up masterpiece, and he has a building damage statue somewhere as well. And this is just your typical base. So you might be thinking, wow, this guy's boosted up a lot. No, this is the typical base that you're going to be finding around this area. This is just one example. This should be really easy, dropping a shock bomb over here, and then, you know, just take this out. This base is going to be really easy. But let's go to another base. Over here, Kosar. Also for RZM. Same story. He has both of them boosted up. He has an additional one over here. No idea why it's building damage, probably because Shock Blaster. I'm happy with the Shock Blaster level 2, that's gonna be doing less damage. But once again, the Shield Generator and the Shock Blaster in action over here, that is another base. Let's go to this guy. I didn't actually tag this guy because I wasn't certain, I feel. This is a really weird base, it's a kind of a cool looking base, but once again, Shield Generator level 3. And a Shock Blaster level 3. So literally every single base we've seen so far had a Shock Blaster and a Shield Generator. This guy, I haven't seen this guy yet, I think. This guy, same story, Shield Generator and Shock Blaster. Now this guy barely has any boost, plus 8,000, so I could just take this guy out unboosted. Like, this is one of the very few bases, I think 5% of the bases that I'm encountering outside of NPC bases that I can take down without using any boost whatsoever. For the rest, I got a boost and attack at the same time. That's why I'm using these diamonds, because otherwise my power powder is gonna dwindle so freaking fast. It's unbelievable. And I got a time frame of 3 hours to take down all of the bases, so that's something to consider as well. And then there's people more actively online in Boom Beach at these victory points levels. Same story here with this guy. It's practically the same base all over and over, and it's only going to be getting harder at this point. So yeah, one final base over here. I can just tell you, Shield Generator level 3, Shock Blast level 3. Here you go, Shock Blast level 3, Shield Generator level 3. Everybody has the same base setup, the same base layout, same type of statues. It makes it easy if you understand that people have the same type of base or same type of statues what you're gonna be using, and mostly it's going to be the RZM attack strategy. That's why I'm so happy that the new discount is going to be there, because the Cryoneer, I feel, is a little bit better than just the regular RZM. But yeah, that's just basically it. To wrap this thing up here, I also want to let you know that sometimes I don't even deploy my submarine. Or sometimes Colonel Gerhard or Hammerman are not really even going to be that interesting, because I might be lacking the gold to attack them. So that's something you really got to be taken into consideration while pushing. Pushing is way harder than I imagined. I gotta say, I really underestimated the players that are on this level. I have a newfound respect for the players who are able to maintain the top 50. I honestly, you know, I'm gonna just be straight up with you guys. I don't know if I have enough power powder to make my way up to the top 50. I'm definitely going to try, without any doubt. And I am rising in victory points, and it is not costing me so many so many power powder just yet. But I really feel that getting close to the top 50, that's gonna be incredibly tough. But you know what? We're just gonna keep on going. So I'm very excited with the progression I've been making. Very stoked with this challenge. I just want to hear your feedback, your thoughts, opinions in the comment section down below. I'm always open to hearing your thoughts, especially if you're better than me in the game. I would just love to hear your opinion. If you got more victory points, just share your experience in the comment section down below as well. I also want to know from you guys what kind of a victory point level you're at, what your headquarters level is, and what you're struggling with. And maybe I'm gonna be able to give you some tips inside of the game. That's gonna be doing it for me for now. I hope that you guys enjoyed this little talk video in which I talked about my experience when it comes down to 1,000 victory points and above. What I'm gonna be doing for the ending of this video is I'm gonna be taking down some bases in fast forward, so that way you guys get a little show as a little reward for sticking with me for such a long time. Anyway, that's gonna be doing for me for now. Enjoy the ending of the video. As always, make sure if you guys like this video to boom, give it a thumbs up. That being said, this has been Reversal, you've been you. Stay tuned for the takedowns, and I'll see you guys in the next one. So I got myself 8 dark shards. I'm always going for the shards because I need power, of course. Yes! Oh, that was so close. Oh, that was so close. Tuzuka's taking it out, going home with a complex gear. Nice.